Imagine driving into a futuristic metropolis filled with towering glass skyscrapers, wide 8-lane highways, luxury shopping malls, and grand sports stadiums. Now, imagine that almost nobody lives there. This isn't a scene from a post-apocalyptic movie. It's real, and it cost nearly $100 billion to build. Deep in the remote desert grasslands of Inner Mongolia lies Forest City and the Ordos Kangbashi district, sprawling architectural wonders engineered to house over 1 million residents. Yet, for years, these hyper-modern avenues stood eerie, quiet, and virtually empty. Welcome back to Hidden Globe. Today, we unlock the strange reality, economic gambles, and high-stakes future behind China's multi-billion-dollar ghost cities built in the middle of nowhere. To understand how a glittering metropolis was built in a desert, you have to follow the money. Underneath the dusty hills of Ordos lies one of the largest coal reserves in China, holding roughly 1/6 of the entire nation's coal supply. In the early 2000s, as China's industrial engine surged, coal prices skyrocketed. Overnight, Ordos transformed from an obscure rural region into one of the wealthiest areas in the country per capita, flush with billions in local tax revenue and mining profits. Local government officials faced a massive dilemma. What do you do with hundreds of billions of dollars sitting in the bank? The answer was simple, ambitious, and wildly risky. Build a brand new, ultra-modern dream city from scratch. Starting in 2004, heavy machinery rolled into the desert, slicing through sand dunes to lay down the foundations of Kangbashi. Architects were given an open checkbook and complete artistic freedom. They constructed iconic cultural landmarks, a massive library designed to look like a stack of traditional Mongolian books, an opera house shaped like a desert rose, and a grand central square featuring gigantic bronze statues of Genghis Khan's horses. Everything was built on a monumental scale. 8-lane avenues were paved to handle massive traffic jams. Futuristic residential towers were erected by the thousands, and underground utility networks were engineered to support over 1 million citizens. By 2010, the infrastructure was complete. The stage was set, but there was just one major problem. Nobody moved in. When foreign journalists and photographers first stepped into Kangbashi around 2010, they discovered a surreal sight. Clean streets with no cars, high-end apartment complexes with zero lights on at night, empty museums where the security guards outnumbered the visitors. International media quickly labeled Ordos Kangbashi the largest ghost city in the world. So, why didn't people move? It came down to speculation and distance. The new megacity was built miles away from old industrial hubs, meaning there were few initial jobs for working-class citizens. Furthermore, wealthy investors bought up thousands of apartments purely as financial investments, betting that prices would rise, without ever intending to live in them. Apartments became tradable commodities rather than homes, leaving towering residential blocks completely dark. While Western media wrote off Kangbashi as a total government failure, the Chinese government launched a relentless, decade-long strategy to fill the silence. Instead of abandoning the project, officials began forcibly relocating top-tier public schools, elite universities, and major regional government headquarters directly into the heart of the new city. In Asian culture, access to top-tier education drives housing demand. Almost overnight, thousands of middle-class families flooded into Kangbashi to secure school placements for their children. To boost employment, the government offered massive tax incentives for technology firms, clean energy companies, and artificial intelligence research centers to set up headquarters in the desert. Today, Kangbashi is no longer completely empty. Its population has grown significantly, transforming it from a dead, ghost town into a functioning, Suburban tech hub, though many surrounding rural developments still wait for residents. China's $100 billion gamble in the desert highlights the extreme power and extreme risk of top-down mega-planning. It stands as a striking reminder of what happens when massive wealth meets unstoppable engineering ambition. Would you ever move into a brand new futuristic city built in the middle of a desert? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into urban mysteries, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to Hidden Globe for more epic stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next destination.